Hi everyone, welcome again. My name is Larissa Lopes and I'm super excited to finally start sharing with you the 12 habits that changed my life. As you all know, 3 years ago my life used to be completely different. I was a big girl and not only that, I was suffering from depression for 8 years. I had a binge eating crisis since I was 12. I also had anorexic and bulimic crisis, so my relationship with food couldn't be any worse. I started dieting when I was only 9 years old, and that was kind of the only life I knew, or my relationship with food was like this, or I was on a diet or I was overeating, and I never knew how to deal with that. And got to a point that I didn't want to get out of the house. I didn't go see my friends or do anything for myself. I was in huge depression, and basically the only thing that used to make me get out of bed was to know that I was better than that. I had this voice inside of me telling me that I was better than what I was at the time, and that I wanted to be that person. I wanted to become that person. I even made a tattoo, actually. Can you see it? To remind myself of who I really was. It's a broken star that I drew myself to remind me that even if it's broken, it's still a star. And I know it looks silly, it seems silly, but it really helped me to believe, to keep believing that one day my life would be different. And that was really important to me. And I tried for years and years to lose weight, to get out of depression, but I was stuck. I just couldn't do it. And now I understand this Einstein quote that says that you can't solve a problem with the same mind that has created it. So in order to solve the problems in my life, I had to change my mind. So how did I do it? Well, first I admitted to myself that I wasn't satisfied with my life. Not the drama kind of thing, guilty and everything. I just looked at my life and I saw that I took some bad decisions, and I wanted to change and I wanted to fix it. And I didn't know how, because I had tried dieting for so long and I had failed like many and many times, and I couldn't do it anymore. So I decided I would relax. I wouldn't think about food anymore. I would eat everything I wanted to, but I also would start being the person I knew I was inside. I wouldn't let my weight to get in my way anymore. And I don't know if you ever felt like this, but I used to not to do a lot of things because I didn't felt worthy or I didn't felt enough. Simple things like talking to guys or making new friends. I was so insecure with my physical that kind of delayed a lot of things in my life. And that was the day I decided I would be who I was inside, and it didn't matter the way I looked. So I literally pictured myself, visualized myself in the best look of my life, the way I wanted to be. And I decided every time I was looking at the mirror, that was the person I was looking at. I didn't want to see the fat girl anymore. I was in my head already that person. And that was crucial for me, actually, because from that day on I started acting differently. People act differently according to who they believe they are. Do you think, for example, President Obama would get drunk in a bar on a Saturday night with his friends? No, he's not that kind of person, right? What most people don't realize is that he's not that kind of person because he's the president. He is the president because he's that kind of person, or he started being that person way before he was elected. Do you get it? Well, Jim Rohn has this great quote that says that success is something you attract by the person you become. It's not the other way around. It's not like when I become the president, I'm gonna stop drinking at bars. No, it doesn't work like this. To become the president, you have to be that person way before the thing actually happened. I always thought to be happy, I had to lose weight. and it was actually the opposite. And the day I started just being myself and not worrying about what other people would think, I became that person that I wanted to be. I started not worrying about food anymore, or I magically started saying no to the wrong things and to go for a walk and to choose an apple. It was literally like magic. I lost all this weight without dieting. You have to believe in me. I didn't do anything. I tried 2 or 3 things to speed the process a little bit, and it was a big mistake. So I stopped and just concentrated in my life. And I'm gonna tell you what is this magic that I'm talking about. It's your focus. We are whatever we focus on. And I'm absolutely sure that if you think about dieting or the things you have to avoid to eat all the time, you're gonna get hungry. I struggled with myself for 19 years and I magically lost 45 kilos in 3 years, or less than that, without any effort. I'm telling you, you have to change your focus, to find something else, to find something you love more than eat, and focus all your attention on that. And if I could give you just one advice, that would be it. I would say start eating like if you were thin, like if you were already on that perfect body, that perfect shape that you want to be. You have to start being the person you want to become right now. I used to believe I needed to lose weight to be happy, and I was so wrong, because happiness is not a pot of gold in the end of the rainbow. Happiness is progress, and as soon as you decide you're not satisfied with your life and you start treating yourself as if you were already the person you want to become, you're gonna feel this progress, because changements will happen in your life without you even realizing it. I promise you. And this will make you so happy that you're gonna have the strength you need to keep going until you finally get to that perfect body you want, or whatever you want to achieve in life. So that's my first habit and my first advice to you. Decide who you want to be and start being that person right now. Remind yourself every single day of who you really are. So thank you very much for watching, and I see you next week. You don't become what you. It doesn't work like. Okay, I didn't do it consciously. No, he can't do that, right? Or he wouldn't do that because he's the president.